Sophie Kuhn with this week's episode of Sophie's Lion Hacks. And today I'm here with the Environmental Club's new garden. On this Tuesday, the Environmental Club was able to put the plants into their garden. Before this, they had to make sure all the weeds were out of the garden and put the right soil in. Florida's soil is very sandy and naturally not very good at holding nutrients for plants, so they put in this dark potting soil before starting. Once the soil is good, it is time to put the plants in. Each type of plant needs a different amount of space in order to grow, so depending on the tag, each spot was measured and the plants were placed a certain distance apart.
I'm Jennifer Yanis, and this is the pepper section. Something that's important to note is that for these peppers, each one needs to be 20 inches apart. So we had to measure each one and make sure that they're planted accordingly, because if not, if they're planted too close, then they'll fight over nutrients and one will eventually die. So keep that in mind.
So I'm Mrs. Gallegos, and I'm the moderator of the Environmental Club, which is something that I did the last time I was a teacher here with Dr. Shaw. What we did today was plant a vegetable and herb garden. We have things that are going to grow well in South Florida, and our growing season is backwards from the rest of the country, so we stop growing when it gets too hot. We start planting when it gets cool enough, which is not usually how it's done. So things that grow really well here are tomatoes and strawberries. We're trying eggplants as well. We have a few different kinds of herbs, some weird herbs like purple basil and lemon verbena. We have lettuce. We planted some of those seedlings in November, and they've been growing a little bit ever since then, and now they're big enough to plant.
Kind of dividing the spinach seedlings because they kind of grew too close together. So I'm doing the water so they don't get too stressed out.
So some things we bought as small plants or seedlings, and some things we started from little tiny seeds. Right now they're getting their first drink. So they're a little droopy from being transplanted, but they should get nice and happy by tomorrow, so we should see them looking a little fatter. We also planted marigolds, which are supposed to repel insect pests. So they're on one end of our tomato rows. And maybe what we can do is count the insect bites in the tomatoes that do have marigold neighbors and the ones that don't, and see if we see any difference in insect predation.
This is just one of the many activities that the Environmental Club does. If you would like to learn more, talk to Ms. Calleros or Jennifer Yanis.